Good afternoon, graduates, parents, families, friends, community members, staff, and board members. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Central Campus JROTC program. At this time, I would like to introduce the president of our senior class, Miss Morgan King.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Gentlemen, please remove your hats, and everyone please join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all.
Please be seated. This afternoon is a special one for us all. I am honored to be standing in front of you as the principal of Lincoln High School. Today, we recognize and celebrate the Abraham Lincoln High School graduating class of 2016. At this time, would our band and choir seniors please join their respective groups? While this day belongs to the graduates, I would like to introduce our platform guests who will be assisting in our ceremony this afternoon. Beginning on my far left in the back row, we have Vice Principal Mr. Jeff Hummel, Vice Principal Mr. Adam Beckel, School Improvement Leader, Mr. Dan Johnson, English and Avid Teacher, Mrs. Bridget Bowser, Senior Giovanni Bahena, Senior Morgan King, School Improvement Leader, Mrs. Amy Shannon, School Improvement Leader, Mrs. Kim O'Donnell, and Activities Director, Mr. Phil Chia. In the front row, starting to my left, we have Family and Consumer Sciences teacher, Mrs. Stephanie Brennan, Instructional Coach, Mr. Steve Leib, Science teacher, Mr. Scott Vogue, and IJAG teacher, Mrs. Amy Jeffrey Kennel, Superintendent, Dr. Thomas Ahart, and School Board Member, Mrs. Terry Caldwell Johnson. I would like to thank our esteemed guests and members of the Abraham Lincoln High School faculty for all the hard work and dedication you have given to prepare graduates for this moment in their lives. A special recognition and thank you to Vice Principal Beckel for his leadership and organization to make this graduation ceremony possible today. At this time, I'd like to introduce one of the finest music departments in the state. Please welcome the Lincoln High School Band under the direction of Mr. Darren Bartachek and Mr. Kevin Stegman, as well as our vocal music program under the direction of Mr. Christian White and Mrs. Paige Harpin.
Let us live to make men free while God is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
Today is a day that many of us here will remember for the rest of our lives. For our 2016 graduates, you will remember this day as the culmination of 13 years of hard work since the day you stepped into your kindergarten classroom. For you parents, you have had many goals and aspirations for your children who now sit here as young adults. At times, some of you have probably doubted if your child would make it to this moment, yet some of you have never wavered. Whichever situation is yours, your child has made it. Graduates, Abraham Lincoln High School is exceptionally proud of you. Whereas some of you have provided us some challenges, you have all taught us much. For the past 4 years, you have experienced change, challenges, and successes in and out of the classroom. While this is a wide range of emotions and experiences for you in such a short period of time, you have prevailed. Allow me to just take a moment to share with everyone a few accomplishments involving this year's class of 2016. 307 awards were announced last night at class night ceremony. This graduating class has been awarded $7.6 million in scholarships. This year, we set a Lincoln record for number of AP tests given. Our boys and girls swim teams finished with their highest power ranking in school history. Our girls bowling team finished 5th in state, and our boys cross-country team sent runners to state for the first time in many years. Our academic decathlon team has now gone to state for 7 years in a row. And our avid seniors were awarded $2.7 million in scholarships alone. And then finally, this evening, our boys and girls soccer teams who have won their respective conference titles will continue or begin their quest for a state championship. Graduates, we are very proud of your dedication to Lincoln High School. Most of you sitting in front of me today, you have reached your first significant goal in life, graduating high school. Enjoy this moment because it is only the beginning. Tomorrow signals the start of your next journey, your next plan to reach another goal. This may be news to some of you. My next goal already? So I ask, what is your next goal? Is it to graduate from college? Is it to enter the workforce and use the skills and training that you received in high school to make an impact? Are you entering the armed forces to defend our country? Or perhaps are you on your way to a third world country to begin a life-changing mission trip? As you embark on your next stage of life, please be creative and original as you go forward. Use your talents and gifts to make a difference today. When I say be creative, please understand that creative is the place where no one else has ever been. This place is not previously known. You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. In whatever you do, whether it is creative, original, or not, remember that life is ultimately about people, not about things, not about the cell phone that probably sits in many of your hands right now. If you choose to do right by people, the things you desire in life will never be an issue. Mark Lewis said, "The way to be happy is to like yourself, and the way to like yourself is to do only things that make you proud. The person in life you are with the most is yourself. And if you don't like yourself, you're always with somebody you don't like." I'm very proud of your accomplishments. I'm very proud of the fact that we have been able to work together for the last 4 years to reach this milestone. During this time, I have learned so much from you, and I have truly enjoyed watching you grow. Congratulations to class of 2016, and good luck to each and every one of you. Please welcome to the podium Senior Giovanni Bahena.
Good morning, Lincoln High School! Wow, that's probably the last time I'm ever going to get to say that. We've done it! We're free! We've done our waiting 12 years of it! And we're finally free. Free to go forth into the world and further our education. Free to enter the adult realm filled with taxes, mortgages, 9-to-5s, meetings, in-laws, voting, tuition, raising the next generation, paving roadways to a new world. No pressure. In my 4 years of high school, I have learned 2 big life lessons. 1, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And 2, we all have a story to tell. And I think that is the most important thing. In these past 4 years, we have all had different experiences that have come together to create our personal story. And there's something even more beautiful about that. Our experiences have also created our friendships, our relationships, our teachers and administrators, and most importantly, they have come together to create us, our class, and our school. In Lin-Manuel Miranda's Pulitzer Prize-winning musical, Hamilton, George Washington sings, "Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control who lives, who dies, and who tells your story." I don't believe that. We control our stories, and as long as we keep going, we get to tell them, collect them, remember them, live them. You may be asking why I found such an importance in our stories. And if not, I'm going to tell you why. Coming from a family of accountants, pilots, chefs, receptionists, and wannabe nuns, my love for the arts was a little out of place. Let me divulge and explain the wannabe nun. When my grandmother was younger, her lifelong dream was to become a nun. My great-grandfather forbade it, to the point that whenever the nuns came to the farm to give her teachings, he would chase them away. So, to my grandmother, I'm sorry for embarrassing you, but thank you for giving me this story to tell. And to my great-grandfather, thank you. Recently, I was watching the film version of August Osage County, a lovely piece about a dysfunctional family. As I watched each member of the family get their moment to tell their share of the story, I realized what I loved most. I love giving a voice to those who might not have one. There is a line from a musical that I love that I connect with a lot. I am a streetlight, chilling in the heat. I illuminate the stories of the people in the street. Some have happy endings, some are bittersweet. But I know them all, and that's what makes my life complete. But hey, enough about why they're important to me. Let me tell you why they're important to others. Now, we've all had that class where we learn about these people that did something long ago and how it changed society and it's how it's important for us to know and blah, 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 blah. Now, please, students and audience, look to the person to your left and make sure they're still awake. If we today don't feel any connection to the people of yesterday, then how do we expect the people of tomorrow to feel the connections? But guess what? Our world, our nation isn't done being created. Today's society isn't done growing. When we go forward creating our lives and creating a better world for us to live in, for the future generations to live in, our stories will be added to the textbooks. Kids will be going to school, opening their books and looking at pictures of us and how we made the world a greater place. The curtain falls and time passes. A phrase I heard a lot whilst interning at Stage West, a community theater here in Des Moines, which everybody should look into, but hey, I'm not here to advertise. The curtain falls and time passes. In theater, that's what happens. The curtain falls and time will pass. It could be a minute, it could be a second, it could be the blink of an eye, a day, a year, a century. But it signifies that time is passing. This is it. Curtain call, everybody. Our curtain is about to fall, and we will be soon taking our last bows. And each and every one of us will walk across the stage, and that will signify our bow after the curtain has fallen. And we will meet again 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, and time will have passed, and we will have stories to tell each other. Let's make sure they're good ones. Thank you, Lincoln. Thank you, class of 2016, for the stories I have to tell. And now, if you all don't mind, I will take my final bow for Lincoln High School.
The senior class was given the task to determine which staff member has had the most impact on their education while in high school. Through a senior class vote, the class of 16 selected one of Lincoln's English and AVID teachers to deliver this afternoon's faculty commencement address. Please welcome to the podium Mrs. Bridget Bowser.
Good afternoon, everybody. I have been following this class since they were freshmen. We have spent the last 4 years together, and it is truly an honor for me to be here to speak to you guys today. This day is finally here. We've been waiting for it for a long time. It has been a long time in the making, and it's been well worth it to see you sitting here in your caps and gowns. I couldn't be more proud of the people that I see here in front of me today. Thank you for including me in your journey
and for making memories with me for these past 4 years. However, your journey has taken place over more than just 4 years. Today is a day 13 years in the making, and it is for me as well. You see, 13 years ago, I graduated from UNI by walking across the stage very similar to this, and I took some very important first steps, and thus began my journey that ultimately got me here today. The road to graduation, like all momentous things, begins with a single step, a step that you unknowingly took 17 years ago, so excited to cross the living room floor into the waiting arms of your loved ones. It was the day that you took your first step and took off onto the rest of your life and began to take many more important first steps. 13 years ago, parents and guardians nervously held your hands and walked with the 5-year-old versions of yourself into your kindergarten classrooms. When it was time to leave, they bravely let go, said tearful goodbyes, and tried to sneak out the door without you noticing. That was the day you took your first steps towards graduation and embarked on your journey through the education system. As a kindergartner, you learned the importance of sitting crisscross applesauce, why it's important to keep your hands to yourself, and the basics of reading and writing. You made a best friend or two, and you did your homework because it was fun. Fast forward 6 years to the first day of 6th grade. Parents and guardians either sent you off to school on the bus or dropped you off in front of the school just far enough away so that no one saw you riding to school with your mom. That was the day you took your first steps as a middle schooler and embarked on a journey of awkwardness, braces, and some interesting choices in significant others. You made a best friend or two and maybe did your homework, but only if your friends were going to. Middle school was a time of embarrassing moments and looking forward to the great big world of high school. Fast forward 3 years to the first day of high school, or should I say Lincoln South. You were technically in 9th grade, but most of you felt like you were trapped in Fort Knox. A year later, you arrived at Lincoln, Maine. Riding the bus or getting dropped off by the Commons was short-lived, as many students got their parking or school permits as soon as humanly possible and either tried to sneak into the staff parking lot or brave the North 40, more times than you care to remember. That was the day you took your first steps as a high schooler and embarked on a journey of self-discovery, made a valiant attempt to stand out, and began to make decisions on your own. You changed groups of friends, maybe kept a best friend or two, experienced sheer and utter heartbreak, and made plans for the next chapter of your life, all while trying to do as little homework as possible. Fast forward to today, the day of your graduation from Abraham Lincoln High School, a day where parents and guardians sit patiently, waiting for your name to be called, anxiously awaiting the moment they can embrace you in a hug or proudly shake the hand of their brand new high school graduate. The day that you have worked so hard for, that you have literally shed blood, sweat, and tears over. Whether it meant surviving yet another pacer in gym class because you had to have a 4, or pulling an all-nighter to make sure your English paper, probably for me, was done on time. Countless hours were spent either doing homework or trying to find someone who could help you do your homework. Today is the day you will take another set of first steps, steps across this stage and into the adult world. Whatever your journey looked like to get here, you're here. You're donning the maroon and gold and have been awarded the honor of wearing that awkward square cap. But you couldn't be more proud and you couldn't look more good. Today is a day to celebrate that journey, to acknowledge the times that built your character and made you who you are. And so on this, your day of graduation, I have some advice. Always take steps. Taking steps keeps you in the game, keeps you from remaining stagnant, and keeps you on your toes. As a small child, you took the smallest steps imaginable, but they made the biggest impact on your life. Because of those small steps, you were able to walk, run, jump, and take even bigger steps. Steps that would lead you to skin knees, friendship, more freedom, and more opportunities. Taking the first steps towards something you love brings you closer to accomplishing your dreams. When you are truly passionate about something, it's easy to take those steps. You eagerly place one foot in front of the other, and you are excited to get on with your life, your goals, and your dreams. You'll gladly go out of your way to do what's necessary for something that you're invested in. If you're going to college, take as many steps as you can. Go next door and meet your neighbors. Take steps across campus and go to class every single day. Walk up to your professor and shake his hand. Make sure he knows your name. Take walks with the new people you meet. Conversation is a great first step to lasting relationships. When life gets stressful and you need to clear your head, take a walk by yourself. Getting to know the real you is one of the most important steps you can take to the road to peace and inner happiness. If you're heading out into the workforce, go to work every single day. Take the necessary steps to do your job better today than you did it yesterday. Show your boss that you are the best person for the job, that you're reliable and dependable, and that hiring you was the best step he could have taken. Take steps for your loved ones. Show them that you care about them and their well-being, that you're there for them, and that you'll readily do anything and everything you can to help out. They will greatly appreciate you for this, and in turn, take steps to lend you a hand when you need it most. Take steps when you are tired and you want to give up. Take steps when you've been broken to the point where you think you've had enough. They are the hardest ones to take, but they show your true character and your inner strength. These are the steps that teach you something about yourself and about life. They're the ones that make you stronger. Some steps might be literal, some might be metaphorical. Literal ones where you literally put one foot in front of the other because that's all you can do that day. Each year of school has been a step in the right direction. Every test you passed, every project you completed, every presentation you gave was preparing you for your future, for this day. For these are the steps that you'll take as you embark on your college careers or jump into the workforce. The lessons you've learned and the things you've been taught have all been the hands holding you up for the past 18 years. And just like a parent eventually lets you go when you're learning to walk, today we are letting you go as you walk across the stage and take one of the biggest steps of your life, the one that leads you down the path of independence. As long as you're moving forward, you will always be ahead of the game. You will always be ahead of those who are standing still. Sometimes it feels like you're going to work so hard to accomplish a task and not make any progress. Remember that if you're taking steps, you're still trying. You're doing. You're going in the right direction, and as long as you keep going, no matter how small the steps may be, you are moving closer to accomplishing your goal and fulfilling your dreams. The best steps you'll take are the ones at the end of a long day or a long journey, when your feet are sore and you're ready to call it quits. These steps tell you that you gave it your all, and that you worked as hard as you could to make something of yourself, to prove something to yourself, or to make someone proud. Let these steps define you, not the ones that took you in the wrong direction, the ones that seemed misguided, or the ones that led you astray. Remember also that the steps you take right before you reach your goal are not marked in any way. You have to keep going to reach your destination, to make your dreams come true. If there were ever a time to dare, to make a difference, to embark on something worth doing, it's now. Not for any grand cause, necessarily, but for something that tugs at your heart, something that's your aspiration, something that's your dream. You owe it to yourself to make these days count. Have fun, dig deep, dream big, and take big steps. Know, though, that things worth doing seldom come easy. There will be good days. There will be times when you want to turn around, pack it all up, and call it quits. Those times tell you that you are pushing yourself, and you're not afraid to learn by trying. Persist. With an idea, determination, and the right tools, you can do great things. Let your instincts, your intellect, and your heart guide you. Trust. Believe in the incredible power of the human mind, of doing something that makes a difference, of working hard, of laughing and hoping, of lazy afternoons, of late nights, of lasting friendships, of all the things that will cross your path these coming years. The start of something new brings the hope of something great. Anything is possible. There is only one you, and you will pass this way only once. so do it right. In closing, I would like to borrow the words of a few people who seem to have taken all the right steps: Robert Frost, Tim McGraw, and Sarah Bareilles. No matter how many times life knocks you down, keep standing back up. No matter how others treat you, give them kindness. Always be humble and kind. There are many different paths you can take in life. Some will ask you to follow the footsteps of those who have gone before you. For others, you will become the first to travel the road. Take the one less traveled by. It will make all the difference. And finally, when life throws you a curveball, catch it. If you're given the opportunity to try something new, do it. If life takes you out of your comfort zone and forces you to do something that just might scare you, by all means, take that step and be brave. Thank you, and congratulations, 2016.
At this time, please help me welcome to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Thomas A. Hart.
Good afternoon, class of 2016. Des Moines Public Schools exists so that students graduate with the knowledge, skills, and abilities to be successful at the next stage of their lives. That 13-year journey is supported by thousands of staff members throughout our district, many of whom are with us here today. If you work for Des Moines Public Schools, please stand at this moment and give us a chance to recognize all that you've done to support our graduates from preschool through graduation day. And now, on behalf of Administrator Paul Williamson, the district staff, the community of Des Moines, and your teachers at Lincoln High School, I am honored to confirm that the members of the Lincoln High School class of 2016 have met the requirements established by the state of Iowa and our Board of Education and have demonstrated all the qualifications to receive a certificate of graduation from the Des Moines Public Schools. Esteemed School Board Vice Chair Terry Caldwell Johnson, as superintendent, I proudly commend to you for the presentation of diplomas the Lincoln High School class of 2016.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Des Moines Public Schools, it is indeed my honor and pleasure to join you today, graduation day, for the Lincoln High School class of 2016. To the parents, grandparents, family members, and friends assembled here today, I say thank you for entrusting your students to Des Moines Public Schools. Their graduation today signals that we have indeed met our collective mission of equipping our students with the knowledge, skills, and abilities to be successful at the next stage of their lives. To sum it up, parents, you have given your students roots, and together we have given them wings. And to each of you seated before me today, the Lincoln class of 2016, please know that you are about to join an elite club. The club that I am referring to is comprised of thousands of graduates who have walked the hallowed halls of Lincoln High School, rubbed the nose of old Abe, and proudly wear the maroon and Vegas gold. The club that you are about to join is steeped in rail splitter tradition and exudes that special blend of drive and determination, that thing that we call South Side pride. Graduates, you are indeed the pride of the South Side, and I wish you well as you prepare to enter the next phase of your lives. As you proceed through this rite of passage, I challenge you. Indeed, I dare you to dream the boldest dreams, and in doing so, I ask that you remember 3 small things. Number 1, give everything you've got to everything you do, because doing so will make a profound difference in your life and the lives of those you touch. Number 2, when writing the story of your life, never, I repeat, never let someone else hold the pen. Life is about the choices you make. Discover and define your own destiny and march to your own beat. And finally, number 3, when things get tough, you can forget everything and run, or you can face everything and rise. As the pride of the South Side, I know that the Abraham Lincoln class of 2016 is indeed prepared to rise, because the greatest, most amazing, and fulfilling moments of your journey are indeed the ones that are ahead of you. My hearty congratulations to each and every one of you, and now, Lincoln class of 2016, we will prepare to confer your degrees. Congratulations.
Assisting us with graduation today are our 2 junior class attendants, Riley May and Laura Harper. These 2 students are currently ranked number 1 in the junior class.
Fordoso Abdi. Samantha Adams. Mira Aldini. Bukuru Anastasia. Madison Anderson. Vivian Alguino Arroyo. Katarina Bacam. Destiny Banks Brown. Nicole Bance. Miranda Barnes. Molly Barrett. Mackenzie B. Sydney Bentley. Quinn Burke. Renee Berry. Megan Beveridge. Cassie Billington. Rachel Basilovic. Amanda Bourne. Darian Briles. Hannah Brocksmith. Caitlin Brookhart. Dulce Calderon Rodriguez. Cassidy Calby. Zachary Acevedo. Anthony Allen. Carlos Alvarado Montes. Kelly Anukum. Dakota Osmus. Cole Baber. Nicholas Bacam. Jacob Badger. Giovanni Bahena. Travis Bainter. Tommy Bales. Christian Baharas Arias. Mason Beck. Sharon Berry. Alexander Blades. Jacob Blazovich. Robert Blaylock. Fernando Bojorquez. Todd Bozarth Jr. Jamie Brandon. Jordan Birch Sauer. Ethan Butler. Antonio Campos Banda. Lauren Caldwell. Natalie Castillas. Lucia Castaneda. Amber Cataldo. McKenna Chapman. Dakota Savita. Victoria Cleghorn. Olivia Colosimo. Faith Camito. Mariah Cooper. Charlene Corbin. Michaela Corder. Lisette Krieger. Lauren Crone. Daisy Cruz Escobar. Carlina de Avila. Priscilla de Avila. Samantha Demas. Anna Dotz. Caitlin Drown. Jordan Du Bois. Emily Exman. Brandy Fairbanks. Desiree Fagan. Tyler Carter. Zachary Carnes. Stefan Castaneda. Christopher Castro Berber. Edgar Castro Rodriguez. Genaro Cataldo. Ebner Ciceros. Tyron Kohler Jr. Oscar Contreras Salcedo. Daniel Cook. Hey, buddy. Henry Cordero Yankee. Manuel Corral Ledesma. Austin Cox. Mason Cross. Colton Crutcher. Barry Doe. Juan Dominguez. Cage Easley. Zachary Edwards. Luis Espinosa. David Ewing. Zachary Feld. Manny Ferrero. Vincent Filippelli. Symphony Fisher. Jenna Fonza. Virginia Forbes. Marissa Fermaro. Thea Frangos. Anaya Frericks Anderson. Anasia. Madison Fuller. Kabita Gazmer.
Barbara Garte. Haley Godfroy. Vashira Green. Abigail Griffith. Taylor Groves. Isabel Gruis. Kinzang Garung. Paige Gwynn. Madeline Habhab. Sarah Hammer. Victoria Harper. Kadeja Harston. Abigail Hatch. Julissa Hernandez. Leslie Hernandez Maria. Sandoval Hernandez Rocha. Urshad Nouri. Marco Foster. Ross Gabriel. Richard Galvin. Isaac Garcia Roboyo. Jorge Garza Gross. Austin Gerald. Sean Gilbride. Wade Gilliam. Jesus Guerrero. Brandon Goulans. Titus Garung. Chris Harbin. Donovan Hargrove. Michael Harris. Jonathan Hatcher. Tyson Hoschel. Sebastian Hebert. William Herman. Kevin Hicks. Sean Hillsman. Lucas Holiday. Caleb Reha. Ramey Heron Galvin. Corinne Hicks. Liliana Hill. Alec Hills. Ellie Jerpe. Heather Holmes. Sarah Hubbard. Emily Jackson. Lauren Kennedy Jackson. Evelyn Jacobson. Claudia Janis. Rihanna Johnson. Ronasia Johnson. Brooke Jones. Laura Jones. Maria Juarez. Iris Jurado. Kirsten Cahoe. Hannah Kennedy. Emily Kiomini. Brianna Galyum. Caitlin King. Morgan King. Courtney Kirkman. Eku Tu. Romeo Huber. Corey Hunt. Jaden Irvin. Brendan Jennings. Ethan Johnson. Gage Johnson. Hashim Johnson. Jason Johnson. Michael Johnson. Matthew Johnson Walker. Ryan Jones. Dante Unicu. Bimal Kafli. Cody Kennard. Tyler Galyam. Landon Kirkpatrick. Alvin Kong. Alex Latcham. Hunter Lee. Xavier Leonard. Joshua Lepley. Jacob Levang. Audrey Klein. Madeline Clucky. Allison Koheiser. Natalia Koenig. Trixie Legat. Evans Colley. Kinsey Lambert. Mariah Lashley. Jonady Laughlin. Andrea Limones Chavez. Amanda Lineback. Carolyn Lowe. Riley Logden. Esme Lopez. Patricia Lopez Morales. Jasmine Luong Det Malai. Alexia Marasco. Caitlin Marinero.
Magali Marquez. Talia Marquiz. Jasmine Martin. Ariana Martinez. Larissa Martinez. Jordan Lewis. Jonathan Lopez. Christian Lopez Regaldo. Anthon Lorenzen. Tristan Maines. Esteban Martinez Flores. Connor McDaniel. Quinzel McNeil. Kevin Mendoza. Whoops. Ramon Mendoza. Caleb Meyer. Hunter Mazera. Samuel Milburn. Austin Moat. Cody Muchler. Connor Newstrom. Derek Nguyen. Ziad Nimri. Nicholas Olson. Ednard Amorosovic. Liben Oriana. Frederico Ortega. Misael Ortega. Kaylee Morrow. Gabrielle McMeniman. Sorry, Gab. Akila McPherson. Daisha Meek. Catherine Mendez. Brianna Miller. Cameron Miller. Jamie Moon. Sierra Mott. Nicole Mudra. Leslie Munez. Alondra Navarro. Rewati Nepal. Josephine O'Connor Miller. Shannon O'Neill. Jennifer Osana. Jalen Palmer. Jonah Patterson. Maria Patchell. Sierra Penny. Sing Piang. Kelsey Porter. Ashley Powell. Dominic Osborne. Davide Pacini. Tristan Parker. Edson Para. Zachary Pasketch. N. Paul. Andrew Pauley. Richie Paws. Zachary Pentico. Brendan Pepirome. Chris Peralta. Alex Perez. Jacob Perks. Sin Pan. Dion Philivon. Andrew Poulter. Ryan Prince. Zachary Putnam. Manoj Rai. Sompat Pat Rasavan. Sorry. Mark Rayburn. Brian Richter. Zachary Ripperger. Daniel Rivera. Veronica Purdy. Sierra Quinzer. Carolina Ramos. Damie Ramos. Selena Ramos. Yarlin Ramos. Abigail Reese. Molly Reisman. Cheyenne Razel. Haley Riedel. Lachey Reif. Hazel Rocha Rodriguez. Rebecca Rodriguez. Andrea Rodriguez. Sarah Rundile. Anna Rush. Courtney Rutan. Lisbeth Sanchez Pliago. Stella Sanders.
Michaela Sanford. Antonia Shati. Michaela Senekit. Kayla Serig. Dominic Rivera. Nicholas Rivera. Anthony Rizzuti. Kyle Roberts. Mario Rocha Jr. Bernardo Rojas Perez. Brian Roman Lopez. Jacob Roney. Fernando Salazar Jr. Grant Schiltz. Jacob Sheridan. Ramis Shedasuro. Adolph Simon. Bim Sewakoti. Alex Slater. Noah Sloan. Carter Smith. Andrew Speck. Dylan Steckline. Edward Sturr. Jacob Stites. David Theravong. Montel Thomas. Christian Thongvan. Abigail Sharp. Binda Sita Shurel. Harley Sickles. Marissa Signor. Ponsawan Sithapong. Annalise Scartweet. Brianna Smith. Aubrey Spivak. Jessica Spoonholtz. Hannah St. John. Pebble Stir. Anna Stevens. Danielle Stimple. Klaus Swee. Brianna Tenney. Melina Tobias. Rachel Toto. Sophie Troxel. Mackenzie Tuttle. Lauren Twellmeyer. Taylor Underwood. Jennifer Vong. Kasia Verture. Madison Ward. Sean Townsend. Kenneth Treadaway. Andrew Trimble. John Truehill. Jordan Trumbley. Butoy Vensa. Harrison Bicker. Marino Vignaroli. Fieldemar Villarreal. Thomas Wall. Hayden Waring. Reese Webb. Jared Weedman. Cody Williams. Alex Willis. Devin Wilson. Matthew Wilson. Tyler Wimber. Tanner Wood. Drew Yeager. Brian Tyler Young. William Zanders. Eric Zimmerman. Rachel Watson. Kylie Weaver. Heather Whitehead. Mahogany Willis. Brooke Wilson. Malia Wilson. Sydney Wilbur. Peyton Woods. Linda Yankee. Hannah Young. Grace Sarway. Aaron Zering. Zadie Zerflu. Alexis Flores. Victoria Betts. Vanessa Rowland. Darquan Jones. Gregory Broughton.
Before we close this evening's ceremony, we would like to thank you for coming and sharing in the accomplishments of these fine young men and women seated in front of us today. Graduates, when we dismiss, we ask that you please file out one row at a time, following the directions of our junior class attendants. When it is time, we will begin with the first row. Graduates, would you please stand? Now is the time for the turning of the tassel. Moving your tassel from the right side to the left symbolizes your transition from high school student to graduate. At this time, would you please move your tassel to the left side? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the newest members of the Abraham Lincoln High School alumni, the class of 2016.
Amen.